days. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's a lot of misplaced judgment. It's a lot of misplaced anger. It's a lot of misplaced hate. And I'm so glad that we both understood that and was able to come together and have this conversation today. Because in all honesty, it's so many people that's in the Gag Nation that I live for. It's a lot of cute, attractive boys that I would love to go send gifts to, just like it's a lot of cute, attractive boys over here that you would love. But because of our tension, and because we allow people who want to be or who have portrayed or charaded around here as if they were important. And we know as well as anybody when we go outside of BIGO, these people names are not being spoken nowhere else. And really, they're not even getting spoken on the app because the people, the admins, the upperheads, they don't even know who the fuck is motherfucking any of these girls. So I think it's important that we have this conversation because, both of our families have been caught in the middle of our tug of war by trying to get to know the app, learn the app, and be able to, be a staple on the app as individuals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and just so you know, we're bringing everybody up to speed on where we are and what's important to us and why we're here. But we are going to talk our shit in a minute because a lot of you bitches played on our time and we entertained you. There's bitches who said that they were the mother of an app and now they've been put in foster care forever. How are you the app when you can't even log in and get a bean? Like you can go to Chipotle and get more beans than you can come here. But we're gonna talk about that because that bitch ain't never coming back. And honey, I couldn't wait to let Bigo know that she was on her Fufu account. Now she got another account. And yeah, you're hitting views, but you can't get any money. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I love the House of Milan. You built an amazing family. As you know, we try to adopt or borrow your structure. And we haven't perfected it because we didn't create it, but it definitely, your organization, your ability to bring some really dope people together. I do miss meeting with your family. And, I've been shady, you've been shady, but one thing we know for sure is that what's better than all of that is when you can link up and make these broke bitches mad. I've recently had to let Rick Rosa go. You warned me about her a long time ago. I thought she was, a nice, caring human being. She was a behind the scenes coach for my birthday party. She made sure to get all the angles of every celebrity that was there for me. She's a free broadcaster for me. And I tried to help her out, got her agency. She fucked that up. And then she recently lost her badge because she keeps sitting with people who try to lure young kids out of their parents' home into Ubers so they can have sex with them. Mother sued me recently because I was an advocate for child safety. The same person that released my home address, the same person that has terrorized this app, the same person that thinks that the values of this app was what the creators wanted to be, totally ruined the app and somehow fucked these followers' minds up to believe that she was somebody. And then, now she's suing Bigo, but she's here every day, like the homeless bitches in line trying to get a food at the commissary. So either way, I'm glad to be here and I can't wait to get into all the shit we got to talk about.
I am so excited that you're here. And I think it's very odd that a bitch will be suing the app, but it's here every single day. And I wonder, and it was even what's even more odd and what kind of like gags me, no pun intended, is that it's people who really sit there and listen to her tell them fucking lies and the shit doesn't even make sense. Do you bitches really think that this bitch is going to be back on BIGO next month after she's suing BIGO? BIGO is not going to allow this queen to ever come back on this app and pay them. How the fuck are you suing the app but you can't leave? How the fuck can you sue the app and you're here every single day, sitting on panels, talking shit, starting shit, motherfucking throwing a BIGO awards ball, a BIGO, like, girl, you are so motherfucking delusional.
I'll
Have
pick up
shit
where he.
else going on in your life that you will be sitting on this app day in and day out and not getting a coin. I would be so far removed from this motherfucking app if it did so many bad things to me that I went to the courthouse and sued them. And bitch, why are you here?
Yeah.
Are you
Well,
here
let me
looking
just
for more Kevos? Are you here
I
looking
knew.
for more 15-year-olds to lure to your motherfucking apartment? To give them Ubers so you can fill on them and do your due deals or ride their dick. Like you told him you wasn't gonna wait till you was 16 if you could wait that long to ride his dick. Why the fuck are you here, bitch? You got fired.
Well, if you let him tell it, the young dick hits harder than the old dick or something like that. I don't know. Look, she's a fucking weirdo. And I don't care about being sued. I'm on who told me, but y'all know I talk to people. Tay is permanently banned from BIGO. She will not be back. She can keep coming up here in them dollar store robes, begging for cash apps, hoping that you dumb bitches sympathize with her plight and send her beans or money or whatever so she could pay for her fucking burrito on the way to the bus. I don't give a fuck how many shablams she does. I don't care if she rolls around like a pig in a blanket. She's late, she's loser, and she's the past. So all of you bitches that are psychologically damaged and under the trance of somebody who thought putting a kid, somebody's child in an Uber to lure them over to their house. And by the way, he also posted a picture of a young JB's giving head that was also a violation of terms and conditions over at Instagram. You know, this is a person that y'all support. So let me say this. If y'all motherfuckers send a bean, if you send cash apps, you're endorsing, encouraging, and financing behavior that you support. And I'm not here to tell you what to do, so you can't sue me and say I told people not to pay you. I'm just saying that I don't give my money to people who try to spend it getting Ubers to bring somebody's small child over to their house. And that's on that.
Or support R. Kelly or do any of these things that, you know, would support a person who is a convicted fucking person who has molested children and molested kids. It is not, this is not hearsay. This is not alleged. You sent messages to a minor. You asked the minor to get in an Uber to come to your house. You told a minor that you were going to ride his dick. If you couldn't wait to his birthday, if you could even wait that long to ride his dick. Bitch, you're grooming, you're soliciting, and you're doing all these weird things to children on BIGO, and you're using your platform as Mother Platty at the time and being aka one of the cashiest bitch to get these young kids on this app. Now I'm gonna take over this big box for a second because I want to show the world what Kebo actually looks like. And I want y'all to tell me, would you ever mistake this child for an adult? Give me 1 second. I want to show y'all something really, really quickly because this is the disgust that I think y'all need to motherfucking remember. This is the disgust that I need y'all to motherfucking understand this bitch's mind frame. Does that look like a fucking 18-year-old?
That looks like my sister's son, who's his age.
Does this look like a grown man to you? That is a little fucking baby, a child. Anybody that will hit up a person who looks like that, who appears like that, and they're sick. It would be different if basketball team where his size will make you think he's a little bit older. This little boy is 5'3" with a baby face and a little ass kid, and this is a child. It's sad. Can you hear me? Somebody said my Wi-Fi. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you're lagging a little bit.
Okay. Well, go ahead and you can take this on, and I'm
let
gonna
me say this. I'm in an active lawsuit, right, with this person. The delusion for me is that you're mad because I told BIGO that you were soliciting sex from a person who was underage. His argument now is that in his state, 16 is a legal age. I don't care what state you're in. Like I said on my show recently, if you're having sex with a kid who's under 18, even an 18-year-old, there's something sick about that. There's also something to be said that those of you that are delirious and thinking that there's going to be a comeback with Mother, you're going to see Wendy Williams before you see this nigga. Ultimately, this person's agency has been terminated. This person's account has been banned. His Fufu account was recently deleted as a result of him violating the terms of him being kicked off. this new account that he has that he keeps hosting is going to be deleted. He's permanently banned and restricted from this platform. Because what happens is BIGO is risking a multi-million-dollar class action suit by allowing people to violate their privacy rules by putting out people's home addresses. He released my home address. I almost shot somebody the other day at my house because I thought they were sent by mother. So there's that. But you know, the other sick thing that's happening is your co-host, Zay, he's a pedo sympathizer because he sat over there. He went and did a reality show with him. He left your show, then now he does a show with him. Guess what, Zay? You and every other user who do shows with him, y'all need to have your accounts terminated. They should terminate every bitch that sits with a bitch who ain't supposed to be here. Because ultimately, what are you doing? You stole the show's name and went and created your own show. Then you went over there and beat up that poor boy on camera and want to have an agency. They ain't even looked at that video, but I bet you if they did, they'd take you off the platform too. I'm sick and tired of looking at y'all sit up here in each other's faces acting like you bitches are so that girl, but then you turn around and you hang with people who are violating young kids. Now, I loved Zay personally. I did. I really did. But I've always felt that it makes absolutely no sense to see him link up with mother in spite of you and throw his whole moral compass out the window. It just didn't make any sense to me.
I must thank you so much, Shawnee. I must. Oh wow. Okay. Work, bitch. I must admit, you know, I sat on panels with Tay. I sat and I thought, you know, the things that was happening could not be true. The things that were happening, it's impossible for this person to think like this. It's impossible for this person to be this way. I couldn't believe that this person was messaging minors until I got the receipts, until I saw with my own two eyes. And then I also remember that this isn't the first time. This isn't the first time she's ran into issues with motherfucking people who were underage. So this is obviously something that you've been conditioned to. This is obviously something that you have you thought you can get away with it. I don't know if it was your relationship with these queens on BIGO, these little young 16, 15, 14-year-olds that was sending you their mom and daddy's checks for so long. I don't know if it's because you was in the House of West and you thought you was untouchable. I don't know what it is that will make you feel so comfortable to getting on here and saying young dick. I'm a little disgusted, and I have to apologize to all of the viewers that I sat here and I ever let that bitch come on my platform and sit on my lives and talk to me and converse with me. So I want to tell you and everybody that's watching, I am sorry.
But let me say this, there is a distinction that I want to make, and I appreciate you saying that because I haven't sat with him since that came out, even before that, and I kicked Rick Rosa, and I asked Maniac to drop his badge as a result of him sitting with her because we just don't support those type of people. But what I will say is that me and you did speak privately when it was all unfolding, and you were gagging, and you were trying to figure it out, and we were both like saying, hey, even though we publicly ain't getting along right now, this is some bullshit. And all of us were trying to figure out what was happening. I filed a police report in his city. I reached out to Kevo's parents. I reached out to his apartment building. You know, I did all that right here on BIGO because as an advocate, as somebody who's been molested twice, I don't believe it's okay to prey on young children. This person also said that I was trying to fuck young niggas on the app. This person was labeling me the very thing that he was. And, you know, I felt very disrespected by that.
And stop right there. Stop right there. Because that person also told me the same thing, which made me prompt me to investigate some of his alleged cases and all of the people that he sent me and said that Jason Lee was talking to a minor. They were all above 18 years old, actually closer to 22 and 23 and 24 and 25. They were also over 21 years old. Okay. So this bitch definitely tried to defame Jason Lee's character because she was caught red-handed. Just like she tried to defame We Love Shay's character. I have and say, well, don't arrest me, don't convict me. What about Damien down the street? He stole a car too. He stole a car too. He did it too. So why is it? No, bitch, stop motherfucking trying to allow yourself and distract yourselves and distract everybody that's watching and change the narrative that the fact that you are the person who was trying to solicit a minor. And all of y'all hoes that keep supporting this bitch is kind of scary. It's kind of weird.
Well,
What if
no,
that
it's
was
not
your
really.
son?
It's not really weird because if you go to a homeless camp, there's a lot of homeless people that congregate. When you look at the desperation on this app, these bitches sit up here 24 hours a day with no other forms of income, figuring out how to get a bean out of a bitch, and they know that she's gonna bring the views. I've seen her bring views and maybe get 2, 3, 4 stars. You know, okay, you get the views, you get 5,000 views, but ultimately every bean you get is locked up like your daddy. Now, the crazy part to me, though, is how all of them are disloyal. I called her Jay-Z. JB's turned on Mother. Mother turned on JB's. Zay, the whole app is fucking psychologically damaged. And so at this point, what I know for sure is Mother's not coming back. So you can decide if you want to stay here or leave. You could decide who you want to support or not. But I want to say to BIGO, because I know they're watching. BIGO, if you got people on this app sitting with people that you've taken off the app to keep the community safe, you better do your big one and get the rest of them off, because a pedo or a pedo sympathizer or somebody who tries to prey and groom children has no place here, and you will get sued by somebody who got a lot of money and ain't got no shits to give if your privacy rules are not being followed and your protections are not in place for the whole community.
And then what's also by Zay, and Zay doing a show with a page that was permanently banned off of the app from being a host, and it allows a place for these people to grow, these people to do the things that they were kicked off of this app originally. So if you're sitting in here and allowing this space for a person to continually come back under a fake foo-foo page and give them a platform, continue to give them a voice, you are a part of the problem. You are a part of the issue. So it has to come to an end. And I don't understand. And let me talk to you about something, because we got to get into a couple of things. Because we all know mother bumps, mother booty bumps, mother lip bump, mother hurt, mother all the things that's going on her face. I don't know. This is all alleged. I'm just saying she got bumps popping out her eyes, off the side of her lips, off the side of her face. This bitch is just call her the bumpy motherfucking mountain. Hey, DZ, I'm just a little confused, right? I'm just a little confused why this bitch is still being supported by you guys, who most of y'all are kids. Do y'all not have kids yourselves? The ones that are kids, do you not have brothers and sisters? Do you not have family members that are 15, 14, and you are allowing a 24, 25-year-old man to ask them to come to their house so they can fuck? Like Jason Lee, I was molested as a child. Let me tell y'all something. Like Jason Lee, I was also molested as a child. Fucking mind, my life, my soul, my innocence away. And I'm sorry. This has to be fucking stopped.
Well, listen, we talked on this app when all this was going down. I shared my own story of being molested, and a lot of people, we did a whole panel where people were really triggered by what happened. And I know a lot of you look at this as entertainment because the numbers and the gifts and all that, and it is entertaining. But to me, let me be very clear. Me and Mother, we squashed our beef. We squashed our beef before the Kevo stuff happened. It's when the Kevo stuff happened that it triggered me, that made me go and report him. I ain't have a problem reporting. Y'all call me a hater. You call me Karen Lee. Now I'm gonna go a step further. I know that they disbanded his agency. I know they kicked him off the app. I think they need to investigate the platforms, because there's a lot of kids in there who are just on the app to harass people. And I don't think that there should be anybody under 18 on the app, not only because it's a rule, but because kids don't need to be here with the type of grown shit that's happening every day. I'm not their parent, but at the same time, I don't want to be on here sharing a space with a kid who has to have a conversation I'm having that they don't need to be a part of. So, yeah, this conversation to me is less about Mother and more about the impact that a person who was pursuing this kid has had on the app, and the fact that a lot of you still rely on her. You know, a lot of these people here don't have content, so they rely on her to come in the room to bring the views so they can beg for beans. You all are using that bitch. None of you send her cash apps. None of you helped her by sending her food or sending her a bus token so she can get around her town with her dirty flip-flops when the bitch lost everything here on the app. So you really don't care about the person. You just want to be in the room with the numbers because somehow it makes you feel some type of way, which is why Rick Rosa is over on the other side of BIGO. He wants to go back to the slums because that's where he feels comfortable. He's fucked everybody over on the app, used everybody. I like Rick Rosa, but he has to know that what he did and how he moved was just an indictment on his character, and everything that everybody said about him is actually true. And the bitch still owes me a dragon that he can't afford to pay back.
Well, I have a question about the Rick Rosa scenario. When did you realize that Rick Rosa was a person who cannot be trusted? Like what happened between, with you that you said, okay, Rick Rosa is somebody that cannot be a part of my family. I cannot socialize with this person. Was it only because he was having conversations with Tay, or was it something else?
No, I mean, I think it was a culmination of things. You know, Rick. I think Rick is talented, but I think Mother's talented too, and they let their personal egos and their personal bullshit get in the way of that talent. I think the moment for me was repeatedly Rick would be seen on panels with Mother, getting into it with Mother, but I think somewhere underneath it all, really enjoyed having all those views that he wasn't able to get on his own.
Mm-hmm.
And so after the last time when I heard that he had him on his new morning show with whatever that girl's name is, Lady Red or whatever. That was it for me. That was it. The family came back and told me that he was sitting with Mother. We've kicked people out of the family who sit with Mother, and so I called him. I mean, I didn't even call him. I just dropped his badge.
So it was nothing else before that. It was solely because of his relationship with somebody who was suing him. Like, why would you be sitting on a panel with somebody that is not only suing the app but also suing you? Because isn't Gardini Bellflower a part of that suit?
Yes, but unlike me, he hasn't been served yet because he's dodging service. I already accepted service, and we're into the lawsuit. Like, I'm ready for it. Yeah, he's dodging the lawsuit. You're sitting up there entertaining somebody who you shamed. He shamed everybody on the app for being pedo sympathizers. And then you're sitting with the person. Then he blames it on Lady Red. Lady Red is the reason why he was sitting with it, because he showed up for Lady Red. No, nigga, you know better. Because even when he wanted to bring Mother on our show, I was like, that bitch is never sitting with me again. You're not sitting with me again. I made BIGO
Hold
take
on,
my
wait.
billboard.
I'm sorry. It's personality. Stop kicking him.
Yeah, I also made BIGO take my
In the middle of
billboards down.
motherfucking Times Square. Yes, I paid for it. Duh. It's my billboard promoting my single. It ain't no motherfucking billboard for motherfucking BIGO. Bitch, it's my content and my shit. Bitch, I sure the fuck did. Let me see you pay for a motherfucking billboard in the middle of Times Square for $20,000, $30,000. Bitch, I bet you your broke ass can't. I mean, you don't gotta kick them out. They so motherfucking delusional and stupid. What you think billboards just pop out their motherfucking ass and pop up on Times Square? Dumbass. If Spotify had it up there, Spotify had to pay for it. If motherfucking iTunes had it up there, they had to pay for it. Bitch, of course I paid for my motherfucking billboard. Stupid. The fuck? I can't believe y'all like, bitch, they're like, what's the motherfucking gotcha,
But
bitch?
Milan, you have to stop responding to people who can't afford to buy their own billboard about whether or not you pay for yours. Like, this is the problem. We keep getting sucked into the bullshit on this app. You know what I mean? Like, ultimately, we're arguing. We're talking about a bitch that nobody outside this app knows. Nobody, unless they rolling around somewhere at whatever. Like, nobody knows these people. Nobody.
Because you know what's so funny that you say that? I was sitting down and I was talking to a person that works. Anyways, I was talking to a person and they told me, they said, Milan, if I go outside and I walk up to the average gay black male and I say, "Do you know Milan Christopher?" They would say, "Yes." If I walked up to the average gay black male and I say, "Do you know Jason Lee?" They will say yes. But if I walked up to the average gay black male in a club and said, "Do you know Mother Tay?" What do I think their response is going to be? If
Who?
I walked up to the average gay male in a club or on the street and say, "Hey, do you know President Zay?" What do you
Who?
think their response is going to be? Hell
Who?
the fuck no. Who is that? So why do you're absolutely right. I don't know why we even gave these people that type. Us talking about them and conversing them is giving them more leverage and giving them more life than anything. Because, but I have to say this: we are
Who? Who?
of this app. So that's why they're a topic only on BIGO. I would never go to motherfucking my page and put or ask anybody or mention these bitches on my page. I don't give a fuck how much we get into it. Y'all ain't never went to my page and saw me mention motherfucking Tay or fucking Zach.
Never. Ever. And that's what's so funny because Tay is suing Hollywood Unlocked when Hollywood Unlocked has never talked about Tay. We don't even give a fuck about a Tay. We ain't checking for a Tay. You know what's so crazy though is the reason to answer your question why we did it is because it's BIGO. It's entertaining while we're here. You know, no shade. They've done their thing on this platform, but the reason why they'll never grow, the reason why they'll never be anywhere, never grow outside this app is because they don't know this power of relationships. They don't know the power of having morals and ethics. Ain't no network, ain't no streaming platform, ain't nobody hiring nobody who's online telling a kid to get in the Uber and come over and drop off some meat. That ain't happening. I don't care who producing it. I don't care what. It ain't gonna happen. So I look at it all as a joke. But people keep saying, "Well, Milan, weren't you just talking shit about Jason? Jason, weren't you just talking about shit about Milan?" We talked about shit about each other on national fucking TV. It's called Love and Hip Hop. And you know what? We ran that bitch into the ground, and that's why all you hoes know us. So whether or not we did it, let me tell you what we didn't do. We never put out each other addresses. We never tried to inflict harm. We never did a health read on each other. We never tried to hurt each other. That's the difference between giving you good, entertaining content than what they're doing. And what they're doing is dangerous and it's fucking up the app. And so now, bye.
So, quick question. What was the reason you and Maniac part?
You said why me and Maniac what?
What was the reason you and him parted ways?
Listen, I know Maniac is mad at me. He just came in the room. I like Maniac. I respect Maniac as a business person. I fought hard to get Maniac in my family. A lot of people were trying to get Maniac, and I did my big one and asked him to be a part of the family. And I really loved him. And people in our family love Maniac. What I did was ask him to leave the family, not because I hated him. It's just he was in the hey man, he was in the middle of a conflict. He's loyal to his family as he should be, his house, and he wants to be loyal to his house, and I have to respect that. Those relationships he had way before me, he gonna have those relationships after me. So
But no, because isn't Tay the person who is responsible for posting his voguing clips? Because mind you, I have literally been at balls with Maniac when I was in the Midwest, and I met is the same Maniac from the ballroom scene until Tay tried to expose him, until Tay put his voguing clips out, until Tay put his escorting ads up. So how could you have more loyalty to a person who read you about escorting, who read you about your voguing clips, and then you turn around and try to have alliances with that person? So I'm confused. I don't know if that's really the case. Do you really think his his loyalty is really with her?
Listen, he told me that's his daughter, from what he said. That's his daughter.
Oh,
So
his daughter.
I can't get in the middle of you and your child. It just didn't work out for Gag Nation. And look, he's gonna be successful without me. He sat in a room with Mother. They had thousands of views. That's what matters here on this platform. Good luck. Have a great time. I don't know. I could say the same for DZ. You know, I love DZ. You love DZ. We've hung out together with DZ. I love DZ down. I don't even. He's not like my best friend, but I love and respect him. But I
Mhm.
have to tell you, I'm really disappointed that he pieced it up with him. Like there's just certain things like you do certain shit, you just don't come back from that. And I didn't, they clearly made it work for their relationship and made it work for the relationship with them people, but I ain't fucking with it. It's not my
I,
thing.
I think my DZ, and I call him my DZ because I love. Let me wait for a second. Okay. I think DZ is in love with a person which is Maniac, and I think for the sake of his relationship, I think that's why he tried to resolve it because he's in love with his best friend, Maniac. So I don't think it was really anything outside of that. If it wasn't for Maniac, I don't think DZ would have ever accepted a pedophile or a person who, has done the things that she has done to him, exposing his nudes, talking about him, saying like just doing the most on like every other day on her page. I don't think DZ did that for the sake of his relationship. So I think we have to give DZ a break. Me personally.
No, I mean, mother texts me DZ's nudes when he saw me talking to DZ on BIGO before I even understood that he was sending out his nudes. And I was like, wow, he sent out this guy's nudes. And when I told DZ, DZ was like, we got to shut down the Twitter. We got to hold him accountable. And I helped DZ. And that's what bothers me the most. And I'm all for growth. I'm all for, wanting to piece it up or, in your mind. But this is what I learned a long time ago. You can forgive a motherfucker, but I'm not gonna sit with you. I'm not gonna give you that. I'm not. Mother sat in my face and told me, "Oh, I respect you. I learned a lot. I should have never. Let's get along. Let's move forward." And then turned around and did all this fuck shit. You can't trust that cancerous ass, dirty ass, flopping ass, kicked off Vigo ass bitch. Are you
Mm,
crazy? Are you crazy? Crazy.
mm. Hey y'all, I don't know why. My Bigo actually has been lagging for a couple of days, and I don't think it's my Wi-Fi. I really honestly think it's a glitch. Because it's been doing it for a couple of days, no matter where I'm at. So I'm just letting y'all know that. So bear with me with the little kind of when I'm cutting in and out. I want to play something for you guys really quick. And I want to hear what Jason Lee has to say. Give me 1 second.
Celebs, Mason.
It's Justine, and I am a guest host today. So, how do you feel about your badge being dropped out of nowhere on the live? Exclusive. No, there's no gag here. When Lady Red texted me this morning and told me that she wanted to have Secret on the show today, and she wanted to do on her live, what did I say? You say yeah, sure. Let's do it. That's not a problem. There's no gag. I already knew what consequences were going to come. When I gave up my agency to no longer be in partnership, I knew.
So I want to start with that because there's a lot more. So she was in partnership in the agency with you, or
Jelly, is Miss Jelly in the room? Miss Jelly, if you're in the room, can you get in the comments, please? Bring Miss Jelly up because see, if I say it, they're not gonna believe me. But Miss Jelly managed his agency. I'm gonna let Miss
okay? So
Jelly
let's
tell
bring
you.
Miss Jelly up. Miss
Miss
Jelly,
Jelly,
please join the
Miss
queue.
Jelly, get in the queue, please. Because see, if I say it, y'all not gonna believe me. I know Jelly watching. Miss
Give
Jelly,
me
are
one.
you there?
Give me 1 second. Um, let's see. Let's see. It's a lot of other people getting in this queue. The queue is full. Okay, so I don't see Miss Jelly though.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened, and it's an indictment on Rosa's work ethic. Rosa is very entertaining and funny, but he's very lazy. And I'm not attributing that to him being fat because I was fat, you all know. But he's just very lazy. I got Rick Rosa. Part of Rick Rosa coming over to Gag Nation was me agreeing to help him get an agency because he was trying to get an agency. He really wanted to become a star broadcaster and all that because he says he's a publicist. He makes people famous, but whatever. So I told him part of coming to Gag Nation, we would do the show. I would get him an agency. I got him an agency.
So wait,
And then
let's dissect that. So you were trying to help better this person's lifestyle, not only the power and your connections, by getting them an agency and making them a bigger host. You use your, so that's what you were willing to do.
yeah, I helped him build a direct relationship with BIGO. He has a direct relationship with BIGO now. And he got the agency. So we did an agreement because my agreement is if I get you an agency, I want 20% to manage your agency for you, all the administration, the training, all that, but you can recruit all, whatever. So he agreed to that. We did paperwork. He also signed an NDA, which I'm assessing if he violated because he's out here running his mouth. But then again, you can't sue a bitch who got nothing for something. So he got an agency, but then what happened is he stopped recruiting people. He wasn't getting nobody. Remember, he was homeless. Then he moved to Houston. Then he didn't have Wi-Fi. Then he was at the club every night. Then he was eating chicken wings. He didn't have time to recruit because he was too busy being lazy. And as a result, BIGO notified us and said that they were going to take his agency. And I told him, hey, y'all got to do what y'all got to do. My job is to help you get the agency. My job is not to manage it for you. I mean, in terms of like recruiting people. So he lost it. And, now he doesn't have an agency, but he's trying to rebuild his footing here because he thought leaving the whole other side of the app and coming over there with me was somehow going to make him rich. But, I don't feed bitches like that. You got to eat, eat what you kill. And, he just didn't have it in him. So, yeah.
So that right there was a lie. He did not break a partnership with you. He lost his agency because he was not bringing the minimum of 10 people per month for 2 months straight to his agency. That's why.
Correct. Okay. Jelly will tell you that. I don't know where she is and why the hell she. Let me tell you.
All right. So while we do that, while we wait for Jelly, I'm going to play the rest of this video.
Yeah.
Okay, when I stopped the daily read and a bitch started acting real funny, I knew what was going to come. When a bitch told me that they feel some type of way, that they're going to court, and I say I'm not showing up, and they saying it's unfair, bitch, I'm dragging you to court with me, that's when I knew. This is not us. This is you. And I can see you kept saying,
okay, go ahead.
That was never said. Do you think I need a broke bitch to go with me to court? I have 6 attorneys. They're all on retainer. We have not blinked at this lawsuit. We are not. My lawyer just sent me something right now that we're getting ready to file. I am not concerned about the lawsuit because, ultimately, I'm going to go to court with somebody who was trying to fuck on a young kid who also was sitting on a panel post-lawsuit talking to a bitch he's trying to serve as if they're both co-plaintiffs. Y'all are idiots.
Oh my God. Idiots. I was about to say that. That was the next part, one of my points. How slow does Taekwon have to be that you will be sitting on a panel conversing a lawsuit with the other person who is on your lawsuit, asking them to join your side as if it's a game? You just single-handedly lost your lawsuit by sitting on that panel talking to fucking Gardini. Are you fucking crazy? And not only are you talking to Gardini, you're sitting on the same app that you're suing. Stupid.
Jelly.
Are you fucking crazy?
Jelly. Okay.
Sorry, my
Jelly.
is bad.
Let me establish something. Jelly, whose agency am I in? Jelly.
You're in.
Get your Wi-Fi together, girl. Get your Wi-Fi together. Whose agency am I in? Girl, what's going on with your Wi-Fi? Hello?
Oh my God, Jelly. Well, can you tell us whose agency you're in, Jason Lee?
So I'm in Jelly's agency and she manages my agency. Jelly, have you got your Wi-Fi together yet? Anyway, my question, Jelly. Jelly, it's not working. Come down and come back up.
Can you hear me?
Working. Yeah, take your earphones out. I don't know what's going on, but this is annoying. Okay, whose agency is it?
I don't have headphones in.
There we go. Now we can hear you.
I don't have headphones in. I'm on. Do you hear me?
All right, girl. Let's keep it rolling. Who agency am I in? Okay. Well,
oh my God. Well, Jelly's driving, so you're in Jelly's agency, correct?
I'm in her agency and she manages my agency, and we have a deal where we bring on we get people agencies and we manage their agency at 20%.
Mm.
How would I benefit from getting somebody an agency and then getting the agency removed? It doesn't make any sense. You think I care about the daily read? I just sold the daily read to Clubhouse. By the way, I got to go to Clubhouse in 21 minutes to do the daily read over there, where I'm getting a bag to do it by myself. I don't need Rick Rosa to do shit. Okay, Rick Rosa is funny, but again, this is what they do for storylines, because this is how he's trying to creep his way back over to the side of the app that he betrayed.
Mm-hmm. The side of the app that he betrayed, the side of the app that he talked shit about, the side of the app that he set up and basically destroyed Smiles' name, destroyed JB's name, attempted to destroy my name, and then got on her live and apologized to me. Did you know that? He said the one relationship that he wished he could salvage was the relationship between me and him, because the only reason why he got into it with me was because of you.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. He said that God Zeus is a slave owner by keeping him in his agency. He said that Smiles was this and that. Everybody that he believes he can use to get further ahead, he will use, right? When the allegations came out about him and the dead bodies in Orlando, I overlooked that because he explained to me how he paid back or some shit. Facebook took a percentage or whatever. The arrest photos, all that. I still allowed my brand to be aligned with this person because I believed in him. And I still think he's funny as hell, but he's just fake as fuck. Period. Thank you for the gift, Shaw. Thank you.
So would you oh wait, somebody said they're in the queue. Miss Jelly, I'm bringing you up, but hopefully your Wi-Fi is back.
Please.
Oh.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna stay still. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Jason is in my agency. I manage his agency, and the agency was dissolved due to non-productive. Like as far as bringing on new hosts and recruiting, it was not meeting the standard.
Right. So she wasn't bringing on a minimum of 10 people per month like the regular people, and then the people who she had signed as hosts weren't doing a great job at that. So the agency was dissolved
I mean,
because
it's the quotas that BIGO requires for you to have an agency at this point.
Mm-hmm. Period. Well, thank you so much, Miss Jelly. I'm so glad to see you around these parts again.
Thank you.
So yeah.
So it's just not true. Nothing these people. I want people to really understand what we're talking about. We're talking about an interview that happened on an app with a person who's suing the app, interviewing the person that they're suing about me. It don't get no crazier than that. You know what I mean?
That's ridiculous, and I hope that you have the screenshots of them two sitting on a panel, on the live, on the app that they're suing, with the person that they're suing, trying to conspire to go against you in this lawsuit, which is also called tampering of the witness, by the way. Tampering of the case, by the way. Tampering, which was going to make the judge throw your stupid ass case out the fucking window. Stupid.
Well, let me say this. We have full-time investigators combing the internet. Twitter still has all the tweets that have ever been posted on the main T. All the stuff that's happening on YouTube, we have it all. We're watching it all. It's all funny. I just have to say it's crazy to watch. And this is a real lawsuit. And when you get sued and you lose, you don't just get sued for what's in your piggy bank. You get sued for future earnings. So I just hope that people are really thinking about what they're doing.
Absolutely. So moving right along, I want to talk about, people going to these parties and clubs and buying bottles and, not being able to afford their bottles, credit cards getting declined for only $1,200, and then pushing around the app, acting as if they're so cashy and so coinsy. You ever been to a club and your credit card declined for $1,000?
No.
Yeah. And I also have you ever pooched around with a fake Bottega bag?
No.
Well, welcome to Zay's world. Welcome to Zay's world. She went out on her birthday and went out and pooched and bought her a fake Bottega bag and then went on her live and put she paid $5,000 for it. Girl, where is your receipt? Where is your green bag in the green box that Bottega Veneta bags come in and come with? Where's your receipt? Girl, you got that motherfucking bag from the motherfucking flea market, and it's not even the right motherfucking gold that goes on the strap that I actually have, the silver version, the pink version. You went and bought a fake ass fucking bag, and the gold bag, and then wear all silver accessories. Bitch, it just doesn't even make sense. You would never push into a motherfucking store and bought a gold bag and everything you own is silver. That's because you went and you bought a fake bag, you fake ass bitch. You knocked off my motherfucking bag, you knocked off my motherfucking show, and you knocked off that motherfucking chain, bitch. Knock it off, you fucking knock off.
Wait, why did he do all that? Was it Halloween?
I don't know what her tea is. I just think she's pressed, she's young, and she don't know no better. She walking out the club, falling over, drunk, can't walk, can't talk straight, just looking fucking ridiculous. Just looking ridiculous in her fake ass clothes. So I just think it was just very sad. And I just really think it's just one of those things that some of these little young girls, they just really inspire. You have to understand the way we inspire these hoes, that they will go to every extreme to be like a bitch like me. They will go to every extreme to be like a bitch like you. So it's just really, really funny to watch this bitch just really try to pretend. She wants to go to the clubs and buy bottles like we do every time we go out. She want to go to the clubs and wear labels like we do every time we go out. She wants to be the girls of the girls, but she can't. You're a young 23-year-old sissy who pays niggas to fuck you.
Who he paid to do that?
I've never paid a bitch, a nigga, nobody to sit on my dick or for me to put my dick in them. You are a young ass fucking John.
Wait, who he paid?
Paying everybody?
Who he pay?
Comments? Can we tell Jason Lee, the person who he paid $40,000 to in a matter of what, 4 months?
Well, he didn't pay Jay Wavy. He didn't pay Jay Wavy, right?
He paid London. He offered to pay Jay Wavy, and Jay Wavy slept with him, and then he didn't give Jay Wavy his money, and that's why Jay Wavy want to whoop his ass.
It's too much for me. I can't.
So, girl, if you got $40,000 to pay all these people, why didn't you go buy a real motherfucking Bottega bag? Why did you pooch around on your birthday with that fake ass bag on? I'm confused.
Do they talk about that stuff over on Let's Talk About It Reloaded?
I don't think they talk about it. I don't think they talk. Is the bumps that's growing out of motherfucking Tay's asshole and the burning dick that Zay had that he tried to give to motherfucking London. I think that's the only similarity that them two hoes sit around and talk about is their motherfucking STIs and STDs that they motherfucking passing the motherfucking ball to every motherfucking month. I think that's it.
Well, listen, I wish them all the best. Losers hang with losers. I hope you never sit with any of these people again, Milan. We talked before the show. I'm like, yo, are y'all going to make up later and then to become another show? Because Rick Rosa and I will never work together again. Rick Rosa will never be permitted in my family. He will never be in my house. I will never help Rick Rosa. If that bitch is starving and needs a chicken bone to get to the motherfucking bus, I am not helping her. I'm not fucking with these losers no more. I stay on my side. I stay in my panel with my family. And now I want to come back and support your family, and I want them to support me and my creators. I want us all to support each other. Fuck all them losers. Period. Shout out to
Yeah,
all the
you can
Milans and
guarantee, and if anybody knows me, they know my real last name. I can guarantee you that, bitch, me and Zay, me and Tay will never sit on the same motherfucking panel. We will never be friends. I will never socialize with them two bitches. One thing that happens when a bitch is drunk or when a bitch is mad, they tell you how they really motherfucking feel. Some of the shit that those two bitches said out their mouth let me know, bitch, you are nothing but some clout chasing ass, loser ass bitches. And after you do that, you show me what you are and you show me who you are. There's no turning back. I don't give a fuck how many times he say he loves me on his live, how many times he apologizes. It's clipped. I'm done. We're never going back. I don't need you bitches don't gift me. I don't gift you. So we don't need no type of motherfucking relationship, bitch. I don't need no motherfucking, I don't need you hoes. I'm sitting over here with 13 fucking boxes on my on a live, and bitch, you still sitting on your live with 4 stars with 3,000 views. We're not the same.
Well, let me tell you all another thing. People keep saying views, views, views. This is not a views app. This is a money app. Okay. And at the end of the day, all of you talking about views, views, views aren't even hitting half the quotas that we are. The other thing is, I'll tell you this is that I know how to starve a bitch. That's how you handle them. And Rosa knows how I work more than anybody because he's been around me. And I'll tell y'all this. You know, you can hate me on BIGO. You can talk about me on BIGO. I ain't shit on BIGO. But guess what? You're not going to ever make it in my city. You're never going to come to my hood because out here in this real business that y'all trying to get into, it's all about relationships. And y'all are burning them left and right. So when you starve and you sitting out there swiping your EBT card trying to find a new phone so you can get a new account on BIGO, I'm going to be right here waiting, bitch, to send you right over to terms and services or terms and conditions, whatever the fuck it is. I got to go do Clubhouse right now. But I wanted to come and say I'm glad that you and I connected offline. We've been talking. I wanted to come over here tonight to have this conversation. And I'm glad that this is Love and Hip Hop on an app. And, shout out to the Milans. I love y'all, and I can't wait to pull up on y'all, and y'all pull up on us.
Absolutely. But before you go, I want people to also know that, when real bosses link up, the type of things that will happen after they link up. A lot of you girls are inspiring to be on TV. A lot of you girls inspired to be on Bad Girls Club. A lot of you girls inspired to be on BBZ, whatever the fuck it was. You bitches want to be on TV so bad. But what if a television show came about with this real motherfucking show? This real app. We can do that because that's what happens when real bitches link up. And I can guarantee you, all of you girls who think that you are so important and so powerful that you think that we're going to have a show and bring you on it, you will be left in the motherfucking rain like your mama left you, Miss Zay, in motherfucking Alabama when she put you up for adoption. Okay? Like your motherfucking last boyfriend left you, Miss motherfucking Tay, with all them bumps around your asshole. So just know when you burn bridges, you burn them motherfucking down and you can never cross those bridges again. All right, Jason, I love you. I'm so glad you came over today. Thank you so much. And I will definitely be talking to you in the meanwhile and around town. We will be going into the 2022 together as a team.
Let's keep talking about it.
Absolutely. All right,
Bye,
Jason. Bye.